Quick question. Where do you get your advice from? Hi, Jason from Uncommon Results, where we specialize in increasing sales by 15 to 30% in 12 weeks or less. And today, I would like to talk to you about where do you get your advice from? And what does that look like for you? But first, for more videos just like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you're notified for the next video that comes out. But back to our question. Where does your advice come from? See, typically, there's two types of people. There's those who stand around the water cooler and talk to anybody who will listen. And are really asking questions to people who are giving great advice or not so great advice. And often are just looking to reconfirm what they already believe rather than actually finding out the information they need. And then there's the second set, and maybe you're a bit like me in this way. Those who seek out the experts, the specialists, those who have done what you already want to do, those with the knowledge, the skill, the ability that maybe you don't have yet. And go to them and ask them the questions and find the knowledge that they may have. So where does this question come from for me? Well, in honesty, today I had an interesting day. In 3 separate circumstances, I had the very similar questions come up, all around financing, numbers, investments, assets specifically. The first one was an associate of mine, not in business, just in personal life, wanted to better understand income statements, profit and loss statements. We were studying Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And so we had a great conversation. I asked him, why did he pick me? And he said, well, this is something you know. You understand numbers. You're good with this stuff. And I thought you'd be a good person to ask because, frankly, most of my friends and family, they don't study this kind of thing. Right? Second question was, what is an asset? Where could we generate assets? Like, they have a great business, they generate a fair bit of income, but they knew there has to be a better way. So it started a conversation of what is a real asset? And I don't mean just a car or buying a house. I mean an asset, like, again, Robert Kiyosaki's way, that puts money in your pocket with minimal effort, right? It's something that you make the investment and then it starts to return that money passively. And what would that look like? The third one was an associate that called me up and said, guess what, Jason? I had this incredible opportunity. I'm going to buy a post office. Yes, you heard me correctly, a post office. Not actually the post office, going to buy the building in which the post office rents from. But again, I found myself in an incredible conversation all around assets and finances. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because I asked in each case why they came to me. And the answer was basically the same. This is not a conversation I could have with just my family or friends because honestly, they just don't understand, they don't get it. And in most cases, their head goes off because of fear, right? Imagine making the kind of investment that it would take to buy a building or to start brainstorming assets and how to generate massive amount of income or passive income, just even having that conversation. How many people would instantly just shut down? And so when I asked them why they chose me, they said, because I understand this thing, specifically my ability with numbers. See, I'm not disclaimer, I am not a chartered accountant. I do not know corporate real estate. That is not my specialty. My specialty is sales, specifically sales. I know how to generate income, not commercial buildings. Everybody understand, yes? Okay, good. Because what they came to me for was my ability with numbers and my ability to understand numbers and be able to tell the story or read the story in which those numbers are telling me. And so they wanted to run the numbers by me because that was something I was slightly better at than them. Which leads me to a piece of advice I was once given. That if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Think about that for the moment. It basically says always strive to surround yourself with those who are smarter than you, which is something I've always worked at. So what did we do? Since my specialty isn't corporate real estate, or I'm not a tax accountant, I don't know that side of things, even though I could give some great insight, I could share my experience. I wasn't the expert. But what I'm good at is digging deep, asking questions, creating a plan, identifying what questions we need to know, what information do we need to gather, and creating an action step to get a goal achieved and doing it really, really quickly. And so by having that conversation, we were able to lay out the plan. But once again, it got me to ask you a question. Which one are you? Are you the person that talks to anybody and everybody just looking to confirm that your thoughts are right? Or are you the person that seeks out the expert? Go ahead, type it in the box down below. I'd love to hear your comment. Are you the expert or the water cooler guy or girl? Which one? Hanging out at the water cooler or the expert? Hopefully you're a bit like me. So that was all for today. I just wanted to share that thought, challenge that idea, put it in your mind that the next time you're looking for advice, the next time you're looking for information, think about it. Who do you know who has either done it or is more skilled at it than you? And go ask them for help. Go ask for a little bit of advice. You might be surprised at what they give you. Of course, for more videos like this, and we're always focusing on value, be sure to subscribe, like the video, get it out there, share it with someone you think should hear this. And of course, if you'd like to get a little bit of advice about your business, down below, there's a great business assessment. Just click the link, 10 minutes or less. It'll tell you where your business is strong and where you're a little bit weak or maybe an opportunity for improvement. So go ahead, click the link down below, take that business assessment and find out what is your strength and your weakness and what advice you need today. Till next time, I'll see you soon.